You followed the recipe, you used fresh beans, your machine is working, and yet your espresso tastes sour. That sharp, unpleasant taste, sometimes thin and sometimes weak, is one of the most frustrating problems for home baristas because it feels like you are doing everything right and still getting the wrong result. But the truth is, espresso is not about following a fixed recipe. It is about controlling extraction, and sourness is almost always a sign of under-extraction. That means the water did not spend enough time or did not have enough contact with the coffee to extract the full range of flavors. So instead of balance, sweetness, and body, you are only getting the early stage acids, which is why the shot tastes sharp, empty, and incomplete. This is where most people go wrong, because they start changing everything at once, blaming the machine, changing beans, or adjusting multiple variables randomly, when in reality the problem is usually very simple and very consistent. It almost always starts with grind size, because if your grind is too coarse, water flows too quickly through the coffee puck, reducing contact time and preventing proper extraction, which leads directly to sour, weak, and underdeveloped espresso. Even a small adjustment in grind size can completely change your shot, which is why your grinder is actually your main control lever. But grind size is only part of the system, because distribution also matters. And if your coffee bed is uneven, water will find the easiest path through the puck, creating channels where some areas are over-extracted while others are barely extracted at all, and the overall result still tastes sour. Temperature is another important factor, because if your machine is not fully heated or if it runs cooler than expected, extraction efficiency drops and sourness becomes more noticeable, which is very common with home machines that have not fully stabilized. What makes this even more confusing is that sourness can sometimes feel like acidity, and acidity is often described as a positive quality in coffee, but the difference is balance. Good acidity is supported by sweetness and body, while sour espresso feels sharp, thin, and disconnected. Once you understand that difference, everything becomes clearer, because instead of guessing, you start reading the shot. You make small, controlled adjustments, grinding slightly finer, improving your distribution, and allowing your machine to fully heat up, then observing how the shot changes. Espresso is not random, it is a feedback system, and every bad shot is actually telling you what went wrong if you know how to interpret it. The real problem most home baristas have is not their equipment, it is the lack of a clear system to go from "this tastes wrong" to knowing exactly what to fix. If that sounds familiar, I created a practical system called Stop Calling Technicians and Start Fixing Your Own Coffee, designed specifically for home baristas who want to diagnose problems, improve taste, and take full control of their machine without guessing or wasting beans. It is built around a simple idea: symptom leads to cause, and cause leads to fix, so you can stop guessing, fix problems faster, and finally get consistent espresso at home. You can find it in the link below.